Welcome to Strathmore's Call for Entry tutorial. Here, we'll review how to submit to our call for entry
for Metalworks 2020
through the Entry Thingy portal. It may be helpful to view this video in full screen mode. You can do this by clicking this icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the video. To exit full screen mode, click this icon in the bottom right-hand corner in the video. By now, you'll have created an Entry Thingy account or logged on using an existing username or password. Here, you will see all available calls for entry,
including Metalworks 2020.
Please be sure to read the information listed, paying careful attention to eligibility requirements.
This exhibition requires artists to be members of the Washington Guild of Goldsmiths. To become a member, click this link to join. You will be directed to WGG's membership form. You can then return to this page using the back button. Please note that show works refer to artworks submitted to the exhibition and are displayed throughout the duration. Challenge pieces refer to works priced at $202 or less and are on sale during the exhibition and able to be purchased and taken home by the buyer at any time during the exhibition run.
Please note all works must be for sale and artists are responsible for delivery and removal of artworks, including any shipping costs. Strathmore does receive a 40% commission on all artwork sold, and prices provided in this application should take this into consideration and will remain final.
WGG collects a submission fee, differing in amount dependent on how many works you submit.
This is payable by credit or debit card via PayPal at the end of this submission process, or by mail-in check. Lastly, you will see our deadlines and important dates listed. Please take note of drop-off and pickup dates. It may be helpful to print this page for your records. When you've finished reviewing the call information, proceed by clicking the Apply Now button. This will take you to our entry instructions. Please review the application materials needed.
Please be prepared to provide the title, material in carat, price, dimensions, and year completed for each work, in addition to further information listed under description. We'll cover this shortly. While optional, you may submit images of your work for identification purposes in a JPEG file format.
If you have read and understand the entry instructions, click this box and then continue to the next step. Click on Terms of Entry to view our terms and click Agree to proceed. You can provide how you found out about this call for entry, click Save, and continue to next step. Great! Now that you've completed the first step, you have the option of logging off and returning back to your application as needed. On this page, you can access Entry Thingy's Help section, which will open a new window. I can also revisit the entry instructions by clicking here. By clicking Back to Entry, you'll return to your entry in progress. You can also delete your entry here if you decide you no longer want to submit.
To proceed with your submission, you'll use this page to add your artwork information.
Click Add File to begin.
For your first artwork, add your title here. Next, add the following information in the description box, whether this is a Metalworks showpiece with the word Metalworks or a challenge piece with the word challenge. The type of work, whether it is a pin or brooch, necklace or pendant, sculpture, wall hanging, ring, bracelet, or other. The ring size if applicable, and your manufacturing techniques. Next, add dimensions. Then materials.
Then price, taking into account a 40% commission to Strathmore, and the year the artwork was completed.
If you have an image you would like to include for identification purposes, click on Choose File.
This will populate a window from which you can locate your image file on your computer. This looks similar on both Macs and PCs. On the left, I can see the locations on my computer where my files may be stored. And here I have my files. I'll select my first image file and click on Open. Next to the Choose File button are the words No File Chosen. This will change to my image file name once I have selected the file I want to upload. If I selected the wrong file, I can click on Choose File again to replace it. To upload my image file, I'll click Upload. This spinning wheel indicates that my file is being uploaded, so don't navigate away from this page. Once it is finished, I'll see all of my information entered, including my title, description, and so on. If I need to make any changes, I can click Edit to do so, and then Save to save my changes. If I decide not to include one of my works, I can use the Delete button to remove it from my entry.
To add your next piece, click on Add File again and repeat the process. Please note that it is not required to submit images for your work, so you may enter the artwork details and click Upload without adding an image file. The website will indicate no image for this artwork record.
If I've uploaded all works I wish to include in my entry, it's a good idea to review my information one last time to check for any errors.
A great way to check for errors is to click See Jury View. This is how my details will appear to the call administrators.
Everything looks great, so I'll head back to my entry. Now that I'm ready, I click on Submit this entry. A pop-up window will appear to make sure you are ready to submit. Click OK to proceed. A reminder to read the final instructions appears. Hit OK to proceed. It is important to complete this last step because while your work has been submitted, the submission is not complete without payment of the submission fee. You can use payment option number 1 using credit or debit card, or payment option number 2 using a check.
If paying by credit or debit card, first select how many show works you have entered in the drop-down menu. Then click the box if you are entering any challenge works. Then click Pay Now.
This will direct you to PayPal. If you need to return to the previous page, you can select Cancel and return to Strathmore Hall Foundation, Inc. To make a payment, enter the email address where you'd like to receive payment confirmation. Next, you can enter in your PayPal password if you have a PayPal account, or click Pay with Debit or Credit Card at the bottom of the page to continue without an account. Since I have an account, I'll select my payment method. If I don't have an account, I'll enter in my credit or debit card information. When you're ready, click Pay Now. Then you're all set and a payment confirmation will be sent to you. By clicking Return to Merchant, you can return to the entry portal. Now that I'm done, I can see that I have indeed entered the show here and view my entry if I want to revisit the details of this submission. At the bottom of the page is a summary of my entry, and if I click Print this entry, it will populate a print version of my entry, which I can use for my records. At any time, I can visit my profile to update my contact information. Here, I have the opportunity to update my account with a statement, but this is not included in my submission. I can make these edits by clicking Edit Profile. I can also add a resume to my account by clicking Edit Profile. These boxes are adjustable in size for easy editing. Remember to save your changes. That concludes this tutorial. If you have any further questions, you can contact Gabrielle Tillenberg at gtillenberg@strathmore.org.